Okay, let's get into it. Let's do some scripting. Let's get into some scripting stuff. Make it a bit bigger. So I'm going to go through this today and figure out if it's all good. Yo! How are you? Doing alright? Having a good day? Welcome to the live stream. We're just doing some scripting today of the Chou song rankings video. There should be subtitles, I think, for this, I hope. I could be wrong, but I'm hoping so. Chou is a musician I've come to respect and appreciate over the last year or so. He's a prolific musician with 15 albums under his belt. Studio albums under his belt. And clearly, alongside countless singles, live recordings, and output across various other forms of media. Clearly he's someone who is nowadays live recordings and output across various other forms of media. Audio, visual media. Absolutely. Absolutely, it's a fresh day. Absolutely. Yeah. He's a prolific musician with 15 studio albums under his belt, alongside countless singles, live recordings, and output across various other forms of audiovisual media. Clearly, he's someone who is nowadays comfortable with both his own style, his own brand, with not both, because that's more than two things. With his own style, his own brand, his own presence in the international music industry. As of the time that I'm scripting this video, I reviewed 10 of his albums. For the most part, it's been fun, right? That said, I have always wanted to do a deeper dive into both Jay and his music. Hey, that's awesome. I like that album. Given how little I know about Jay as a person, and given that I don't want to potentially infer anything outside of what I can personally verify, anything about him, outside of what I can personally verify, it's probably better for me, me to just focus on his music. This discography-based approach is something that I'd like to continue with a lot of other musicians. Is, truth be told, this is. So why is Jay going first? Well, so Jay inspired this series. So yeah, he goes first. He's first on the list. I remember going through all 15 studio albums in one video. There are several reasons for this. The first being that doing all 15 albums in one video would be one viewing would be a Leviathan effort. I'm personally not sure how many people would want to watch a 5-album review, let alone a 15-album one. Hey, man. Hey, RC. Hey. How's it going? How you doing, RC? It's good to see you, dude. We're scripting videos today. Scripting some videos today. So that's good times, eh? Good times. Make some progress, making some gains. Yeah. And doing all 15 albums in one viewing would be a Leviathan effort. I'm personally unsure of how many people would want to watch a 5 album review, let alone 15 album one. I don't want to push my luck too far. I figure that it's better to stick with the concept of a trilogy, 1 albums 1 to 5, 1 to 5, 6 to 10, and then 11 to 15. That way we can potentially get albums 6 to 10 done before Christmas, and 11 to 15 done in the new year after completing Jay's most recent album, latest album. What was the name of Jay's most recent album? Greatest works of art. There we go. So we got that. In April 2023. Cool. Awesome. Without further ado, it's probably worth actually getting into the ranking portion of the video itself. For today, we need to assess and examine the first 5 albums from Jay Chou. They are Jay, Fantasy, The Eighth Dimensions, Yehui Mei, and Common Jasmine Orange. Okay, cool. So far, so good. Getting cold. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. I'm glad. It's glad to hear that you're well. Well, even if you're a bit cold, I'm okay. Feeling glad to be getting this video sorted. Yeah. As some of you may remember, I did some live streams a few months ago, scoring the different Jay Chou albums on various criteria. Various criteria. Thanks. You too. Various criteria out of a puzzle from a score from 1 to 10. Probably asleep. They're usually awake around 5 p.m.-ish. Yeah. So, in 6 hours time. This information is what I'll be using for this video. I wanted to go for more calculated style of critique as opposed to a generalized version like with the album live streams that we usually do on Saturdays. There was a generally more positive response to these more intensely analytical sessions, and this is part of why I'm doing this, because if I want to do videos like this, because if I do videos like this and if people like the, might as well go for it, eh? And if people like the concept, may as well go for it, eh? So we have the following areas to consider: vocals, main theme, rhythm, coloration, ornamentation. I'll just go vocals, theme, structure, performance, production, feels. And then there's the overall score. The lowest score is 1, and the highest score is 10. 1 is the worst song imaginable, 10 is a perfect song with no flaws whatsoever. These criteria will be what I stick with throughout the rest of these SP ranking videos, simply because it seems to make sense to keep the scoring and keep the grading consistent. Yeah? Grading style consistent? True. I think that there will be more. Probably just waiting for the video to actually come out. Yeah. That's the thing, man. If I actually get this video out, I think people will watch it. You know, even if it's out of morbid curiosity, you know? Even if it's out of morbid curiosity, I'm sure some people will watch it. Even if they want to complain about it, you know? Because some people watch stuff just to kind of complain about it, which is fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, people have opinions on the internet. Part of the deal, you know. These criteria will be what I stick with throughout the rest of these SB Rank reviews videos. Simply because it makes sense to keep your rank style consistent. So without further ado, let's get started with the album 1J. Adorable woman. Beautiful intro with the helicopter and the strings and the really fresh original theme. There's a difference in the chorus and the harmonies between the verse and the chorus. Distinct difference in the chorus. Why did I say that? There's a difference in the chorus harmonies. That doesn't... Not at this point. I think, if anything, the discography ranking videos will potentially do the trick. Yeah. Not that I'm aiming for that. But I have heard that they've seen the reviews. I've heard that they've seen the reviews. I know that I've heard that they have seen it. They featured one of my videos in like a J Chow promotional thing or something like that. So they're definitely out there. You know, definitely out there. I just need to do a good job of this video and make it good. You know, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and make this video a good video. Just gotta figure out what the hell I wrote in these sections, because that's the thing that's kind of tripping me out. The vocals are nice and beautiful intro with the helicopter and the strings and a really fresh original theme. There's a difference in the chorus and harmonies between the verse and intro. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that line then. The vocals are nice and varied, and it seems like Jay really wants it. He wants this first track to pop off. It's a lovely... It's a lovely introduction to his work. The guitar playing is sensational. Listen to that mid part. There's an interesting... Listen to that mid section. There's an interesting nostalgic reverb to the strings and keys. And there's extra harmonies in the second part. Second half. They're really elevated with the side pan vocals and the constant use in notes. And there's a bridge section. There's a whoops too. Stunning. There's all these extra overdubs. He's hungry for it. There's so much variety. Damn. Okay. Thanks, RC. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know many people who are going through his entire discography like this. It's just I have to actually just finish it. So that's what we're doing today. I just have to get it done. And again, I'm doing these live streams so that people know I'm actually working on it. And they can see me working on it. Perfectionism. Okay, sassy piano line. Nice panning of the various elements. Interesting choice of the vocal overdubs in the intro. Nice transition into the verse. Falsettos are great with staging of the harmonies on the left and right. There are sub-layers of keys too. And lovely falsetto sections there. The choice of additional vocals doesn't make a lot of no sense to me though. I don't get the context about watching the video. Remember, there's a section. Lots of love for that. Nice change of pace. The piano is cool by itself, but it becomes part of the scene and also becomes predictable through the looping of it until late stage and interval where it kind of chills and dances across the speakers. The interlude has filled with vocals. It's kind of weird. Okay, so we have a car. Oh, it's kind of cute, but there's a weird mid-resonance that I don't like with the guitars. It's a bit rough sounding. It's very sweet and the vocals suit it. The guitar work is fine, but why is it on the left of the stereo field? The oohs are cute. It definitely appeals to a certain audience. It's a wonderful little ditty and very sweet. The vocals are stronger here than in track 2 and more comfortable in the range. I like the varying vocal phrasing, but there's less ornamentation because the composition is arguably more conservative. The jazz inclusions later on are stunning, the room shots are excellent, and there's a lot to appreciate here, especially with the dynamic range. The bass is rolling in the deep, and this is a stronger track. I'm disappointed with the lack of oomph in the final. Ooh, there's the extra. I don't like that. Get rid of that. The head voice is not kind to Jay Chou. It's great that it explores the fretboard at the end. Cool. That's totally fine. Wife. Okay, I like the neutrality of the tone with these guitar pits. The choice to go for 88s and a drum slide that is shouty vocals. I don't like the energy there. It's almost like we don't trust the original theme. The flow into the falsetto is pretty, but the vocals are almost too wide to enjoy. They poke your ears. There are fantastic rhythms in the chorus section, and the gainers in the guitar and kicks that funky lift in the last half of the chorus is awesome. It's a song for musicians. It really doesn't sound like it's catered to the people there. And those trills. That. Prefer his more traditional ballads. And those trills on the guitar, my goodness, the padding in the seconds the chorus is transcendent, and the vocals are raw yet effective, 50-50 on the wrapping of it ups at the end. Okay. I don't know why it's not like I've got a thing, a little add-on that is supposed to be correcting stuff, but it isn't doing it for me, which is kind of annoying. Basketball has an interesting organ drum and sounding. Don't do that weird synthy shit, please. The vocal drums are almost a little too active and don't gel well with the softness of the vocals. There's a weirdness with the vocal, with the singing, and the inherent chemistry of the tracks here. Why are there such weird voicings and phone calls? It's almost too experimental. It's really Jay reaching for his own sounds. The synthy parts and the breathing are not... Me. That makes sense to me. Oh, RC, thank you very much for your donation, my dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your donation. It's greatly appreciated. Yeah. Cheers, man. Oh. Yeah. I don't think we're going to need to do too much adjusting to most of this. I think because I've already written down my notes at the time of listening through it, we might actually not need to do too many more of these scripting sessions. Yeah. It should be good. Oh, wow. Good morning. Sorry. Good morning. How is Taiwan at 6 a.m.? Is it nice and peaceful? And thank you, RC. Okay, that's good. It's crazy how you guys come here at like 6 a.m. in the morning and stuff. I appreciate it. I appreciate the company, so thank you for joining in. You know, I wouldn't have... this is the time of the day where I usually do like some of my other sort of admin-y stuff for work. But I enjoy being able to sort of like get these scripting parts done. It's nice and chill. It's a good way to start the day, you know. Good way to start the day because it's 11 a.m. where I am at the moment. 11:22. The synthy parts and the breathing bits don't make sense to me. I think we can make that work. The rap part and the interlude is okay. But why half of a bar and just not all of it? Why is there? What does it have to do with basketball? The weird vocals that we had initially don't meld well with the breathing and the drums are busy. And why are we suddenly doing the harmonize? What is this? Why? I don't know if I'm going to include that. Sub. Layerish. Synth in the background. Tone. I'm going to put tone next. I don't know what synth that is especially. It's kind of pleasant though. Oh. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear you didn't sleep. That sucks. Hopefully you can have a better sleep tonight. Ah. Sucks. Hopefully you can sleep better tonight. Yeah, hopefully you guys are getting enough sleep. Sleep's very important. Oh, I see. Nice. What do you do at night? Nice. What do you do at night? I mean, like, honestly, like, I used to play video games until like 3 AM in the morning. I still do, very occasionally, but it's not good for you, man. It's good to get sleep, you know? But I'm not, no shade to people who stay up. I know how it is, man. It's all good. Okay, so we're starting with a ballad. It's very cheesy, but Jay's vocal suit. This form better than some of the others. Interesting vocal exploration with the piano accompaniment. His head voice, the piano, I assume, of course, there isn't. Is it his? I'm gonna get rid of that part. Interesting vocal exploration with the piano accompaniment. Nice work with the piano, nice seventh chords. His head voice is transcendent and he sits so well with the vocal for any unusual chord progressions. It's great to see him just sitting well with the vibrato and the falsetto. It's so interesting with just that. But then to have the drums and bass come in is unbelievable. This is why he became famous. He found his niche and sang his heart out. The chorus here was absolutely unbelievable and I have nothing. But I'd love for them to put it in here. It's wonderful. Okay. So apparently Black Humor was my favorite off of this album. That's cool. Hey. Hey. Unite. I'm sorry. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. I know it's hard. Hard for some people to tune in. I appreciate you coming in. Yes. Yeah. I remember most of them. I remember most of the tracks, eh? Obviously, like, I'm going to be playing the tracks back when I get into the editing stage. But yeah. Ah. Oh. Oh, so you're basically at the end of the workday. Sup? How's it going? And yay for video games. Yay for video games, man. Okay, so I really like that track. Okay, let's go. Gonna like reduce that. Lovely Moog synth here with those strings, the bright gentle guitar work, and the vocals suit this vibe as well. Lovely hi-hat rhythm here with this ghost note and oh, extra bell tree in the middle. The change harmonically in the chorus is fine, and the cooler response between main and backing vocals are great. The synth lead is so pretty, but his head voice is not helping him. It's too high. There needs to be an extra lead on top of the final chorus. It's fine to have the catchy melody, but in my opinion, it's too dependent on it. Okay, Ancient Indian turtle dove. Great sound design in the intro. Cool concepts with the wacky. Hang on. What kind of music is Young Captain? What kind of music is that, man? I don't think I've ever heard of them before. Are they good? Young Captain. I'm gonna Google it. Ah, this guy. Yeah, sorry, I didn't recognize the symbol for that. Yeah, no, we have. We have, because we've got it in a playlist. Yeah, we've added it to the playlist. So yeah, I do remember now. Ah, yes. I remember now. I found it. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you for that. Wouldn't mind listening to a little bit more of them, great sounds in the intro, cool concepts with the wacky guitar and synth sounds, cool use of the hip-hop, jazzy drums and turntablism, the vocals sound so chill and confident, and the yellow guitar is wild, dude. This is easily one of the most creative tracks on the album. I'm not a super fan of the wide pan vocals, but it's still fine. The 2 piano key voicings are charming, the key solo is invigorating. It slaps, my dudes and dudettes, the drums, it slaps. The drum work is insane at the 2-minute mark, the brass on the sides and the yeehaw, and there's cool rapping in the part. Another part. Clapping, what else? He's found his vocal range. Lots of to and fro from the sing, the breakbeats, the organ, then the finesse. And the finesse and the charisma is a vibe. Cool. Hey. Are some cool tracks from Jackie Chou. Okay, the Tornado, a jingly drum kit with a piano and gentle vocals. It's cool to have the cohesion. It's cool to have cohesion between the various elements we've had. Oh, this is rough, man. What the fuck was I doing with the typing? I've had stuff like this in albums. That's before, in previous. For and other albums. But it's cool, we're here now, it works. It's kind of cute with that little quiet synth there in the mid-low end. Nice triplet clean flow in the chorus. Clean flow in the chorus is quaint. Nice extra layering in the chorus. Down the upper keys. The bass guitar is so round and resonant. It's pretty, but I can't tell what it's about. Vocally, it's very I don't think that's it's vocally very explorative. Nice orchestral drums in that second half. With the Arabic strings in the weird, Arabic strings. Great, quiet string vocals at the end. Okay. Clock in opposite direction. Okay, so final track. We have the lovely flow with the piano that sounds more intimate. I don't really like the use of the Moog synth with the drums. I get why that is paired with the piano. There's a weirdness with this mix is potentially, yeah, the vocals. Yeah, the range musically and coloration wise is great, and the vocals are full of life. The tension and the bridge is fantastic, and lift into the chorus is just as good. The vocals are trying. There's strength. How do I describe this? With the singing. But it's almost like too soft on a hook, like Misty or something. Great job with the guitar line. This is exactly what I need between breaks and parts of the song. Good decision. Good decision. The rap is okay. Yeah, I kind of dig the melodic vibe. It sounds like he's grooving a little bit. Piano is a little bit too far away. Too sonically far away. The chorus theme is fine. Okay. Basically, the Moog synth and how coming in the stunning in the outro bit. Okay. Ah. Okay, cool, man. That's cool. It's good to know. I'll add that to like and also Young. It's stuff for me to listen to later on. Thank you. Cool. So album 1 is scripted. Now for 2. Looks they're stunning. Album 2. Oh, I've got to actually do conclusions. Conclusion. For a first album, this is incredibly strong. There's a lot of range to what Jay is trying to accomplish here. Here, I think that if Jay can continue to work on his head voice and continue to find the best tones possible for his ballads, as well as his more experimental pieces, he'll do well. I liked that he took risks, and I think some of those tracks were the strongest on the record. It'll be cool to see what he does with album 2. Cool, album 2. Great start with the filtering of the guitar, the drums and the guitar. Charming entrance. There's weird phrasing on the cymbals, which I'm not keen on. The vocals are a little bit more confident than they were before, and the production sounds a little cleaner. A little bit cleaner. Nice chord change in the bridge. There's a warmth to the vocal production. The build and the chorus near the end is tight. To it, especially with the vocal overdubs with the late range of the build. Nice chord progression change with the falsetto running the interlude and the false final chorus, very clean. Okay, this is seeming like a bit of a better one. Nice storm falling in the beginning. I know it's based on the video. I like the tone. I like the tone of the strings here and the drums sound punchy. However, panning is a bit weird. The bass line and quiet melodies and the more convincing rapping are elevated, are positively elevated. The vocals in the chorus sound like he's crying out, very believable. The guitar tone sounded dope. I like the chorus effects chain on it. The brass is synthetic, but obviously so. And due to this, it's not as abrupt. The flow is impressive. There's a convincing performance here. Another clean. Nice combo of clean and rapping. And rapping in the second track. Great choice of leaving the storm at the end. Simple Love. Okay, so we have a cute little jingly track now. Nice polite guitar thing with the side chained kicks. His vocals sounded clear with this little bit of hesitation that runs through from the previous album. Bridge section is nice and cheery with an interesting chord progression and nice panning of the vocals. With the guitar remaining consistent. And some drum fills. And some slick, which is great. The space in this track is charming. The sense of space within this track is stunning. The 16th grooves and the change in pace with the bridge are refreshing. Great syncopation and use of kicks with the vocal parts. The hi-hat fills are great in jazz, so caring from a toner, especially from a tonal perspective. It sounds youthful. I think that we have something special here. I just wish that there'd be a different lead voicing. Oh, what did I not put the scores next to them? Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't do it here either. Oh, I suppose that helps me figure out where we're at, right? So that's that one. 17, 14. Cool. Love for the Century was 7. 3, 1. That have come back was 7.64. Simple Love. 808. Ninja. Here we go. Great, really interesting flow. Great, really intriguing flow. Flow. So I'd start with the best rapping. The best rapping Jay has done yet. So engaging the Game Boy synths and the strings. And the weird oin vocals are fucking amazing. It's so peppy and charismatic. There's so much personality. The vocal theme is not sleeping. Sleeping on it is not appropriate for the situation. It's so cool to be rapping in a different language as well. And the bass response is flawless. The production is so tight. I have no complaints. And it's just a great demo. It's great dynamic range though. There are conversational tones with the new metal vibes. And it's just a great time all around. Hopefully Wang Bing is doing okay nowadays. So that was good. Apparently I really like Ninja, which was dope. 7. Couldn't say. Oh, helicopter. A helicopter with quiet vocals and the strings. It's very whooshy. I don't know. It's a weird start. The vocals are soft and I already missed Ninja. Vocals are too soft. Soft for my tastes. Tastes. I think delicate is probably the better word there. I miss Ninja. I don't know why I choose the Casio keyboard quiet tone for the backing, but it's fine. The strings are too soft for the staccato, it's kind of unusual. And the vocals in the background pan sound a bit flat. falsetto is convincing, it's sort of magical, it's very sweet. But why? The head voice is there, but he's trying. Barely there, but he's trying. There's bass though. From a musical perspective. Maybe that's an attempt at symbolizing a sense of distance. Shanghai 1943. Man, we're just ripping through these now, man. Okay, so there's a triplet group. The vocals are sounding different for some reason. And I'm not sure why. Nice work with the hi-hats there. The vocals are palatable. There's nice resonance on the strings and legato on the vocals. The bridge is nice. Nice accents with the guitars. There's a solid crooning, smooth solid sense of crooning. Solid. There's some solid crooning going on a smoothest chorus, and it's fine. It's kind of calling out, but I don't know what for. The overdubs are warm. I didn't like the trumpets. Like the tone of the trumpets. There's a key change. A little sharp for my tastes in comparison to the rest of the arrangement. There's a key change, is there? Why is there a key change? What did that help with? What did that accomplish? I like that Jay is trying to extend himself the vocals, but I don't. I feel the benefits. Feel the benefits from it as it's still sounding a bit rough to me. Like he's struggling with it. As if he's struggling with it. The music is friendly and there's a bit of tension in the harmony, but it's almost too clean for my tastes. Okay. So I didn't like this one very much, Shanghai 1943. Good to hear he's doing well. And damn. Yeah, the was a weird one. Me too. Yeah, I wasn't sure on the helicopter song, eh? It seemed a little bit unusual. A little bit unusual for my tastes. We're making gains though. We got Sorry next. Apparently I didn't like Sorry. Okay, so there's a really interesting guitar riff with the keys and drums. The vocal hook is great, explorative, but not revolutionary. The side pan double tracked vocals are good fun. There's an occasional synth there that's entertaining. But why are there so many things going on in the arrangement? It's almost too busy. Yeah, I mean, the floaty synths are, I don't know. I don't know why we had the weird strings there, but it's definitely experimental. Yeah, this track is just really busy. And I don't like how much is going on in the hook. Because I'm getting distracted from the vocal lines. They're spread on the sides and there's far less context for some of these decisions than I would have preferred. The bones and video gamey dun sounds seem kind of scratchy, unfortunately. Seem kind of scratchy. I could do that. Just don't. These streams to get copyright claimed, you know? Although it'd probably be good for me to sort of like test out what the sensitivity of it is. Might do that for tomorrow's one. I might do that for tomorrow's one. That's why I'm not revolutionary. William Castle. What was William Castle? Okay, so there's some cool gothic. There are some cool gothic keys here. The drums and bass suit the vibe, the oral aesthetic, and the legato fill is smart. Vocals are different, but still work in my opinion. It's great to hear Jay trying different styles. I kind of like the production here. And there's some fun ideas with the harmonies and 90s West Coast move synths. The choir vocals are welcome and well thought out. The kicks have a great punchiness. Yes. One of my favorite. I didn't like this spaceship sounds. I didn't like the spaceship sounds at all. I don't think they were mixed that well. I don't think that they were mixed that well. The choir vocals are welcome, well thought out. The kicks have a great punchiness to them. Kick drums have a great punchiness to them. So pretty in the bells. Bells are a nice touch, very appropriate for the theme. Great panning as well. There's cool sounds of horror stores. Cool sense of horror stories and the melody on top. Melody on top of the bridge is so sweet. The major chorus at the end. The major chorus at the end is sensational. Nunchucks. Nunchucks 808. Okay, distorted guitar. Great new tone. Good drums, new pedalish, kind of quiet, but I liked the drum tones and the production. Is alright. This is his first outing. First outing. The flow. Flow is consistently more charismatic. There's lots of energy in the vocal forms, and generally it's a pleasure to listen to. Transition to the chorus. With the guitar. Guitar is more into it, but that's fine. Suono is fantastic and I expect it is a great alternative to the scale to the PB. To the other PB elements within the arrangement. That's okay. We can like different things. That's okay, we can like different things. It continues into the chorus. Nice. The rap flow is transcendent and lol. And there's a piano. Why is there a piano? What the fuck was I writing at this point? This is silly, man. This is very silly. This is very silly. Alright, so I reckon we can probably get this done within 2 days. I don't know, maybe. Because if we do two albums. If we do 2 albums a day, we should have 3 and 4 done by tomorrow. And then we'll have the outro and the 5th on Wednesday. So we'll do some more of this tomorrow, probably. But yeah, we've still got a few minutes, of course. It's okay to like different things. Ah, my goodness. So apparently, yeah, nunchucks was a crazy one for me. I'm going to keep that in there just because I don't know how the hell I'm going to do that, but it could be fun. It's a nice sort of way to end it, you know. Suona. It's an unknown word apparently. It can deal with it. 808. 742. Okay, silence. Okay, beautiful piano line to go into it to begin with. No, to begin with. There's a great tone to the vocals. It's pretty even in a long form ballad format. Jay sounds way better. Way more. Sounds way more in his element here, and it's really cool to hear that build at the end. The piano and the strings are transcendent. The chorus vocals and the piano are phenomenal as well. The harmonies are simple yet elegant. The use of higher notes in that indicates that Jay is making more progress with his head voice. And that drum intro pockets it. The mixing is better in this track, as well as a lot of the other songs on this album. And I like the warmth of it all. The strings are a nice layer on top of the second chorus. Great way to finish. Conclusion. The second album of Jay's was more of a variety show theme that illustrated that we were becoming more confident with our head voice, as well as what was required in regards to the studio production. There were some parts of this album that I didn't really appreciate the spaceship / Foley sounds that were a little too resonant for my tastes. And some songs like Sorry just had too much going on for me to feel comfortable with it. I'm looking forward to hearing more of what Chou can do in future, but also I want to hear more consistency overall within the general quality of these tracks. Okay, so what was the what was the average score of this? Some divided by 10. Okay. So, conclusion. So that was 740. Overall score 747. Favorite track. Black humor. Okay, so then I'll just do this final one here. I don't know. Ringing a bell to me. Then again, it is early for me. Okay, and then what was the score for that one? So it was 7 divided by 10. Score 7.48. Favorite track. What was my favorite track off the album? Nunchucks. Okay, we're good. Okay, guys. All right, Shredders, just before I go, thank you to everyone who came to visit today. I'm going to go. I'm going to take a break. I know that I said we'll aim for tomorrow, okay? I don't know if I should schedule these live streams because I don't want people to, like if something comes up or something like that that's urgent, then people get disappointed. So I'll probably be back tomorrow. If you don't see me, just assume that I haven't. I obviously am not coming, but I'll try and make it so that it's the same time each day. Depending on how things go with these reviews, I might do more of them. I've said in this one that I wanted to do J. Chow's 6 to 10 before Christmas. I've got the time for it, as in like there's weeks before Christmas. And if I do a bit of this each day, I should be able to script a video within a week. You know, it's just a matter of actually, then we've got to listen through those albums. And I'd like to do some stuff from David Tao, and I'd like to also do a mini one of the Omnipotent Youth Society. I just want to review both their albums because I feel weird only reviewing one of them. I may as well just review two, you know? But I do it in this format so that people are okay with that. But anyways, look, maybe we'll do we've got to figure out an album review for this weekend anyways. But I'll catch you guys in the next live stream. See ya. Spider hands out. 3,